This is probably a controversial take, but 2022's Hellraiser is on the verge of greatness.
You're drunk.
Yeah! Are you jealous? Are you scared?
Sleep it off. And in the morning, pack your shit.
You don't mean that.
The hell I don't.
Then say it. Like you mean it. Get the fuck out!
Get the fuck out!
It was at this moment that she knew she fucked up.
That's right, the Hellraiser reboot that just kind of appeared out of nowhere is pretty damn good. In fact, it's one of the best films in the franchise. Now, to be fair, there's not exactly a wealth of competition in that area. I mean, Judgement and two of the ones that didn't even start off as Hellraiser scripts blow away at least half of the series. Also, we're talking about the films here. I haven't read any of the books outside of the Hellbound Heart. Yet. That said, while I prefer the first two installments, this has so many ingredients that executed even better could have led it to being the best film in the franchise. Very, very bold claim, I know, but let's look at the elements that went into this. A very strong lead in Riley, actually decent to great character moments, and some very believable character drama. In fact, I genuinely think Riley may be the most compelling lead the franchise has ever had. Add on top of that some actually fascinating twists and turns, some of the most visually striking and memorable Cenobites in the series, and that fucking ending scene, and you've got a recipe for a horror classic to rival the original and Hellbound Hellraiser II. Sadly, a few things did hold this back for me. The twist is pretty predictable, and most of the cast is rather flat, and are there primarily to move the plot along and add to the body count. Even though I like Colin and think Trevor and even Matt, for how little we see of him, are both decently written. Still, no one else ever feels as fleshed out or interesting as Riley. They're not memorable enough to really make up for that either. They're just sufficient. The film can also be a bit too tropey for its own good. Still though, this was such a pleasant surprise, and I definitely recommend it to Hellraiser and horror fans looking for good new releases on streaming. Also, how the hell did it take this long for the fucking Hellraiser franchise, at least the films, to have visible gay representation? At least Candyman was only on its fourth film. Even if he was mostly comedic relief.